Friday night, the Golden Hurricane looking to snap a 5-game losing streak as they played host to UCF right here at H.H. Chapman Stadium. All the results next on the Philip Montgomery Show.
The Philip Montgomery Show, brought to you by St. Francis Health System, by River Sperry Casino, and by Pepsi. Now your host, Bruce Howard.
Hello again, everybody, and we welcome you to the Philip Montgomery Show as the Golden Hurricane took on UCF on Friday night. That's right, Friday Night Lights right here at H.H. Chapman Stadium, and it was a success. The Hurricane snapping that 5-game losing streak with a big 34-31 win over UCF. In a moment, we'll be back with the run-up to the game and then first half highlights next on the Philip Montgomery Show. Welcome back to the Philip Montgomery Show, the 11th all-time meeting between the Hurricane and UCF, and Tulsa leading the all-time series 7-3. UCF had never won here in Tulsa coming up to Friday night's game. Let's get the run-up to the game, and now first half highlights. My broadcast partner Rick Corey and head coach Philip Montgomery. Gentlemen?
All right, thanks, Bruce. All right, Coach, coming in here, nationally televised game, UCF. You've got a terrific opponent coming in here. I know preparation's preparation, but it's a big week. How'd you handle it?
Well, I mean, it's not only a big week, but a short week, you know. And then we dealt with some weather. I mean, Tuesday we had our normal practice, and you know, weather was good. And then, you know, we were expecting heavy thunderstorms to come in on Wednesday. So we flipped the script, and we practiced at 6 a.m. on Wednesday. So guys just handling stuff, you know, sudden change, things are happening, and just staying focused, staying locked in, trying to get a little bit more video in from that standpoint. And then came out this week and, you know, just executed at a high level, but just really just a gritty win. I mean, one of those that you talk about and you know that you got an opportunity right here, and now you just got to go make the most of it, and our guys did.
As you looked at them on film, obviously they had a lot of big play capabilities. Was that the biggest concern?
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it. I mean, you couldn't come out and get beat in the first quarter, and they've done that to so many people. Yep. You know, they just roll up and you get 21 or 28 points in the first quarter, and all of a sudden you look up and you're really out of it at that point. So we knew we had to come in, get off to a good start, and, you know, continue to keep staying focused on what we've got to do and maintain our presence as we work through the first quarter.
Yeah, one of our keys was hold on. You got to hold on. UCF outscoring its opponents by 101 points in the first period alone. Not this game. Let's get the first half highlights of Tulsa and the Knights.
And it'll be Daniel Oblarski who will kick it off as he approaches, and here is his kick to start the game. A line drive shot, and it is over the head of Juan Carlos Santana. 2nd and 9 for TU.
Also watching, I was taking a look to make sure, and it is Tyler Smith starting at that left tackle spot, not Chris Ivey.
Here's a toss sweep left side, and it is Brooks, and Brooks gets pounded as he got forward to the 28. On 1st and 10 from their 35. No score here early. Handoff up the middle. Good hole for Brooks. Brooks gets hit at the 40, but he plows the man over left hash mark to the 42, to the 43-yard line. Looks like he got about 8 on the play. 3 receivers far side right, 1 receiver near side left. Out of the shotgun is Gabriel. Back to pass. Rush on. He's hit in the backfield and dropped. And it's Travis Gibson with his 6th sack of the season. He yanks him down at the 7-yard line. And Tulsa's defense has held him. At any rate, 2nd and 7 for TU at the 45 of UCF. Far side left, Keenan Johnson. Near side right, Josh Johnson, along with Stokes and Crawford. Stokes and Crawford in a stack on the right side at the numbers, wide side of the field. Back to pass on 2nd down. Zach Smith steps up, throws over the middle. Caught at the 30-yard line, Crawford. Crawford with the catch. Side linebacker, if you will. Here's the snap. 2nd down and 2. Handoff Brooks. He plunges in for a score. Touchdown Tulsa. A 2-yard touchdown run. Shamari Brooks. And Tulsa leads by a score of 6-0 with 6:30 remaining here in the first quarter of play. Outstanding drive for the Hurricane. 48 yards. And they get on the board first. Christian Williams. It brings up 3rd down and 3 from the 41-yard line. Quick snap and a quick throw on the right side in the seam, and it is caught down to the 26-yard line by Jacob Harris. On the play, 1st and 10 at the Tulsa 26. Fake handoff, back to pass. Gabriel hit as he throws. A high fluttering ball into the end zone, and it is incomplete, and flags fly all over the place at the 1-yard line. And now here on 2nd and goal from the 1, easy handoff to Thompson, who gets into the end zone. Bentavious Thompson scores a touchdown. And it is 7-6, UCF extra point to try to tie it. And it's 1st and 10 from their 49-yard line. And back to pass goes Gabriel, looking long, throwing high in the air, middle of the field. A man is popped free, and it is a diving reception by Nixon down at the 5-yard line, tumbling to the 3. Oh my! 1st and goal at the 2. Here's the handoff, up the middle, touchdown. Anderson scores the touchdown. And it is 13-7 in favor of UCF. 19 seconds to go in the quarter. Tulsa down 14-7. Back to pass. Smith throws on a crossing route, and it is caught at the 40-yard line. Breaking a tackle. Stokes right side, 35 to the 30, inside the 30 to the 27-yard line. 8 seconds to go in the half. Snap is back. The ball is down. Here's the kick on the way, and it is good. Rainey punches it through, and Tulsa gets on the board, but they only got 3. Yeah, absolutely. Josh Heupel was terrific for OU and a national championship winner. Handoff goes up the middle. Killens has a big hole. 50, 45, 40, to the 30, to the 20, 15, 10, 5. That's a touchdown. Out of the shotgun, Smith has the snap, fakes a handoff and drops back to pass, steps up, has time, throws left side, over the middle, caught. It's grabbed by TU's Keenan Johnson, who steps into the end zone. Touchdown. The left seam was open, and Keenan Johnson able to snatch that one out of the air because it looked like the safety was going to make a play on it, and Johnson hauled it in and took it in for a score. Out of the shotgun, Gabriel has the snap, drops back to pass, he pump fakes, and now he falls down. He is sacked in the backfield, and this time it's going to be Trayvon Reeves along with Cooper Edmiston on the pressure. Awaits the snap, has the snap, drops back to pass, throws right side, easy touchdown catch. Made by Anderson, the running.
So at halftime, the Golden Hurricane trailing 28-17. We'll talk halftime adjustments and get you the second half highlights next on the Philip Montgomery Show. At halftime, Tulsa's trailing 28-17 to the favored UCF Knights. Let's get halftime adjustments now and get you to second half highlights. Here's the head coach of the Golden Hurricane, Philip Montgomery, and my broadcast partner, Rick Corey.
All right, thanks, Bruce. All right, Coach, at the half, you've just replaced your quarterback, but you've played well. Your defense has been gritty. A couple of big plays. Is most of the focus on getting Seth up to grade, or what are you talking about at the half?
You know, honestly, I wasn't ever worried about Seth. You know, I love the look in his eyes. I know he's prepared. I know he's taking reps in practice, but what he's doing, watching film and just being locked in all the time. And, you know, this year for the first time ever, I've started putting our quarterbacks and they're signaling and they're on the headsets with us. And I think that helps them stay locked into the game. They're hearing what we're talking about. They're seeing some of the things and being able to come to the sidelines and talk to each other. So I knew Seth was locked in. It was really more about, okay, what adjustments do we need to make? We've got to continue to keep grinding out yards, getting ourselves in a position to stay on the field on third down, and then defensively, just making them go earn every yard.
Seth had told us on the postgame radio that he was really glad he had a play or so before the half, and then he said he was glad he didn't have a long time to think about it. You played the position. Sometimes is that the best thing that can happen is you just go play?
Yeah, and you know, I don't know that that's just for quarterbacks. I mean, same thing for Tyler Smith last week when he had to step in for Chris, and I was a little more worried about Tyler tonight, but I mean, obviously, I think he came off the field and did a great job for us. And, you know, our O-line just continued to keep plugging away. I mean, we were physical on both sides of the football. You got to control the trench part of it. And, you know, I thought our guys did a good job of that tonight.
Here's the second half, one of the grittiest halves of football you'll see from Tulsa. Here are the Knights and TU.
2nd down and 8 for TU at the 48-yard line. The snap to Boomer, back to pass, steps up, throws left side, and it is caught. A great catch by Stokes. He breaks a tackle at the 30, 25, and then shoved out of bounds at about the 23-yard line. 2nd and goal from the 8. The Hurricane is down 28-17, 5.5 minutes remaining third quarter. Here's the snap and a fake handoff. Boomer throws high in the air left side and out of bounds, and a flag flies.
Pass interference. Defense, number 3. By rule, the ball will be placed at the 2-yard line. Automatic, first down.
So has the slot back, Ethan Hall, the H-back tight end. And here's the handoff. Wilkerson diving and into the end zone. Touchdown, Tulsa. So the Golden Hurricane into the end zone. It is 28-23 with 5:16 remaining here in the third quarter. The line of scrimmage and almost caught the running back. And now it is third down and about 5, and there's a bad snap into the backfield. A flag flies. Now the ball is loose, and it is scooped up by TU. Williams has it for Tulsa to the 30, inside the 30. Players strewn all over the field. The bad snap to Gabriel. It was a little early. Looked like he tried to throw the ball from his 45-yard line. The ball popped free, and Williams picks it up and takes it all the way to the 29-yard line, and clearly that one will be reviewed.
After review, it's been determined the quarterback picked up the ball, had possession, threw an incomplete pass. It'll be 4th and 3 on the 32-yard line. Please reset the game clock to 3:12.
Come out and play quarterback. He can take a snap and just plow up the middle. So it's 4th and 3. UCF is going for it, and it's Mack at quarterback. Here's the snap, and Mack takes it himself up the middle and dives for a first down. My goodness. Motion from right to left by the tight end. 3rd and 6. Here's the snap. He looks to pass, now holds up. Now he gets hit in the backfield and dropped. It's Trevis Gibson with a sack. Back at the 18, maybe the 19-yard line. It'll be 4th and 11, and Tulsa's defense comes up strong. 6th sack of the year for Trevis Gibson. Now a 35-yard field goal attempt for Dylan Barnes, who is 8 of 9 on the season, a long of 43. This is from 35 straight on. Snap back, the ball is down. Here's the kick on the way, and it is good, and we have a timeout with just 37 seconds remaining here in this third quarter of play. 3 receivers to the right, 1 to the left. 4th and 9 for Tulsa from the UCF 36-yard line. It's 31-24, UCF with the lead, and the Hurricane with 9:45 to play, needing to make something happen. Here's the snap. Boomer back to pass, throws over the middle. It is caught by Crawford at the 20, down to the 16-yard line. That's a first down, Tulsa. They mark it at the 17. First down and 10, Golden Hurricane. Out of the shotgun, Boomer has the snap, drops back to pass, throws it, floats it toward the corner of the end zone. Caught! That's a touchdown! Corner of the end zone. Crawford catches it again. Sam Crawford with his 3rd touchdown reception. What a perfectly thrown ball by Seth Boomer. And Tulsa 1 extra point away from tying this ball game up. Long will kick it off from left to right. And the Knights have the 1-man back deep, and that is Killens Jr. And here's the kick, high, end over end, and short. And Killens fumbled the football. It's loose on the turf. Let's see who has it. No determination yet. It looked like Tulsa's on it, but let's see. He fumbled that short kickoff. Tulsa ball at the 21-yard line. At least that's what one of the officials has indicated, and indeed, it is TU. Coming up with a fumble recovery, Ken Darren Ray comes up with it for TU. So Tulsa will attempt a 35-yard field goal from the left hash mark. It's Jacob Rainey to give TU the lead with 7:44 to play. 31-31 tie. Snap back. The ball is down. Here's the kick. It's on the way, and it hits the left upright and is no good. 2nd and 7 for UCF at their 37-yard line. Here's the snap, and back to pass, and getting rushed is Gabriel. He throws on the right side, intercepted by TU. Coming up with a pickoff, and it's Robinson. Robinson near side 40, 30, 25, 20 out of bounds. Reggie Robinson with his 3rd interception in 2 games. And Tulsa does turn them over. And Tulsa does have the ball inside the 20. Reggie Robinson for the Hurricane. Now with 5:13 to play, he has a 23-yarder out of the hold of Cannon Montgomery. Rainey ready to go. Snap back, the ball is down, the kick is on the way, and it is good. And Tulsa has their first lead of the game with 5:09 to play. Your score is TU 34, UCF 31. Trap and snap the ball and walk off the field with a win. Here's the snap. Boomer takes a knee, and that's going to do it. 20 seconds to go, and the Golden Hurricane has upset UCF.
So Tulsa wins the football game, and I mean, heart-stopping for everybody, 34-31. I know in the 4th down plays, defensively in that last series, you've got to be losing, hair, turning even more white. I know I lost all mine. What's it like on the sidelines right about then?
Just a lot of great energy, a lot of nervous energy, but there's some big plays in there that we knew we had to go get. The short 4th down play that we had to go get was great. And then the long fourth down play that Seth and Sam, make a great play and a great connection on. And then as you're getting there and you're looking at our defense and they're holding and they're holding and they're holding, and then we finally get the ball back and, we're talking to our offensive line and we're talking to our backs and we're saying, hey, one first down in this ball game is over, and just those guys going out. We get a big run on first, and then, just continue to keep grinding.
What did your team really do well in the second half?
I think it's the same thing that we've done well all year long, and we've stayed tight together. We stayed locked in. All three phases contributed to it. And, Rainey goes out there and kicks a game winner. Defense goes out there and gets a big stop with 4 minutes left. We get the ball back with a little over a minute left and end up being able to run the clock out. I mean, just our team. They're resilient, and they stay strong together and determined.
All right, so it's a week off for the University of Tulsa, but in the meantime, UCF has still never won a football game at Chapman Stadium. We'll come back and talk about the next game next on the Philip Montgomery Show.
Welcome back to the Philip Montgomery Show. On our feature segment, well, this is the week of November 11th. November 11th being Veterans Day. Here's a special look back at 3 Tulsa football individuals who lost their life in the field of battle. Today, we recognize 3 TU football players who lost their lives in battle. A member of the first Henry Kendall team in 1895 was Milo Hendricks. He was part of the famous Rough Riders of Teddy Roosevelt and died in the famous Battle of San Juan Hill in the Spanish-American War of 1898. A 1940 graduate of TU, Nolan Cargyle was a B-17 pilot in the European theater.
Nolan was a true gentleman. I mean, he was behind me a year or two. He came down from Oklahoma Military Academy with 3 other fellows and was really a top individual.
In January of 1943, on a bombing mission over Holland, Cargile's B-17 was clipped by an out-of-control German fighter plane. It crashed and all were lost. Dewey Erickson, part of this famous TU backfield that played in the 1943 Sugar Bowl, was a Marine lieutenant in the Pacific War.
He was a big, good-looking guy, big old blonde-headed guy from Ramona, Oklahoma, and he loved to play football. And at 210 to 220, he could block anybody that came through to try to get to me.
He lost his life in the Battle of Iwo Jima. Dewey Erickson was posthumously awarded the Silver Star for his gallantry in battle.
As we're prone to say sometimes, the war was an accident of orders, and we were lucky. Those of us who got back and got through, we were very lucky. Some of them were not so lucky, and TU was well represented in the service.
Today we salute the military, and as we approach Veterans Day, a special tribute to Milo Hendricks, Nolan Cargyle, and Dewey Erickson.
Welcome back to the Philip Montgomery Show. I'm Ray Corey with the head coach, Philip Montgomery. All right, I have to ask, week off, is this a good time for it? Not bye week, pardon me. It's not a week off,
it's not a week off. I mean, we've got a bye in here. It's good from the standpoint of hopefully getting an opportunity to get some guys back that are banged up right now. We've had a really tough stretch. Great momentum that you would like to build off of here, but we just got to withstand that and hold on to it because Houston's playing really well. I mean, they jumped on Central Florida too in the first part of the game, and then Central Florida was in the second half, came out and did some good things. But that game's always a rivalry game. It's back and forth, and our guys need to enjoy this win. We need to get back healthy, and then we need to get back on the football field and go back to work.
Coaches never like to jump ahead, but I'm going to do that for a second. If you can win the last 2, what does it say about this team to go on a run like that? What would it mean?
Well, we talked about it after last week's game. We've got great senior leadership on this football team and some other guys that aren't seniors that are great leaders. But, the way Travis and Diamond, I mean, you can go through the list of those guys that have stepped up and done unbelievable things. And to be able to send those guys out on a positive fashion, but also if you can finish it out like you're talking about, carrying that momentum into spring and into fall and into next year, and again, coming out with that type of momentum is going to be a huge factor.
It would be. All right, so we'll have this bye week, not a week off, and be with you a couple of weeks after TU Houston.
All right, guys, thank you very much. The Golden Hurricane getting ready for a bye week. It's never a week off, but it is a bye week, and then Tulsa will entertain Houston. The game is on the 23rd of November, and as of this taping, we don't know the actual time, but obviously stay tuned. We'll get that time to you as soon as it's available, and of course you can get your tickets at 918-631-GO-TU or tulsahurricane.com/tickets. For my broadcast partner Rick Corey, and of course for head coach Philip Montgomery, I'm Bruce Howard. So long for now.
The Philip Montgomery Show has been brought to you by St. Francis Health System, by Riversbury Casino, and by Pepsi. The Philip Montgomery Show has been a presentation of Golden Hurricane Sports Properties and a Kane Vision production.